So you've been there?
Yeah, I've been on Cyprus. It was lovely. Like, where do you recommend on Cyprus? Like, do you actually live here?
I live in London.
You live in London?
Yo, baby, we're here in Prague with the main man, Kore. So Kore is one of the youngest gamers in Prague, and well, you can tell the guys about how long you've been doing this and
Yeah, it's
your story.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on the channel. I've been doing this for 9 months, and sometimes, it can get really tough, but this is where you learn and, grow yourself in terms of the game. I guess, today's later on now is gonna be helping me out on the way.
Yeah, we're gonna do a coaching session for 2 hours, and I'm just gonna do like a normal coaching session that I do with my clients. We're gonna record it so the guys learn as well that are watching, and also the guys can experience what gaming in Prague is like, because I've been here for about 4 times now, and I can tell you the quality is incredible.
Amazing.
There are a lot of gamers here. Like, I remember I came here in March and it was a little bit over-gamed. So there's definitely some negatives to it, but there's a lot of positives. As you said, you were telling me the numbers flake and stuff. So that's what we're going to be working on today.
I was like, yeah, just gonna go and ask
Thank you.
very often now.
I'm going to find a friend to the restaurant.
Oh, to the restaurant? And like, by your accent, I feel like you're Spanish.
No, I'm Cypriot from Cyprus.
Oh, you're from Cyprus?
Yeah,
From the south side or from the north side?
the Greek side.
Oh, from the Greek
Yeah.
side. Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, I've been to on the like Turkish part. Yeah, it was alright. Lots of sunbathing and
Yeah.
5-star hotel.
So you've been there?
Yeah, I've been on Cyprus. It was lovely. Like, where do you recommend on Cyprus? Like, do you actually live here?
I live in London.
You live in London?
UK, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So you've been traveling around here.
Yeah, I came to find my friend.
Is it your first time in Prague?
Yeah.
Really? Oh shit. So, yeah, I'm not gonna keep you too long. Hope you have a good dinner. By the way, for how long you'll be staying here?
For 2 more days.
Oh, for 2 more days? Oh god. Actually, like, I was on a way to meet my friend there. Yeah, he's also from London, David. Yeah. And yeah, like tomorrow, if I've got time, we can grab a coffee.
Tomorrow I will have a meeting with my work, so
Oh, with your
the
work?
whole day, yeah.
Oh shit, I saw you were traveling.
I'm traveling, but also I have to go and meeting with my work
Yeah,
for
no.
2 days.
Yeah,
That's
no.
why I'm for more.
Oh, okay, no worries. Then, yeah, you have a lovely day.
Thank you.
And yes,
You too.
see you around.
Yeah, see you around.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy. Bye.
All right, so firstly, well done for doing that approach, because right now you're in the 0.01% of the most attractive men in the world by just doing that approach. Right, that's what guys don't understand, is doing an approach without the use of alcohol is so fucking difficult already.
What are you doing? I told you I need a drink, so I'm gonna help myself, okay, pal?
So you did really well, but a couple of things that you could improve on is you didn't really build attraction there.
Yeah.
Right, so attraction is that emotional conversation, it's that banter, it's that teasing, it's that challenging, it's taking the piss out of her like you would with your little sister or little cousin or whatever, right? You weren't really doing that. So that's why the conversation was quite, I would say, in chit-chat mode. And if you get a girl's number like that, with a conversation like that, there's no way she's gonna come out on the date, right?
Yeah.
You already know that, because after
Yeah.
you told me that wasn't good,
Yeah.
right? And I told you, making mistakes is great because you can learn from it, especially when I'm coaching you right now. The more mistakes you make, the better, right? And that was the same when I had a coach. He was telling me, make mistakes on purpose, so you learn from it, right? Can you imagine that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like the girl's there, she's like, take me home. And you're like, I need to make a mistake right now.
yeah, like during the interaction,
Yeah.
I felt it wasn't, it wasn't the best approach.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
Yeah.
That's fine. Every approach counts, every approach you're improving, every approach you're becoming a new person. You can't tell right now, but in 6 months, a year, 2 years, then you can tell when you're improving, right?
Exactly.
So anyway, let's go back to that approach. You came from the side, it was really good. Like the approach was really good because you were slightly from the front and you had good energy. Your energy is quite good. And you stopped her, but then you done the same thing as the previous one, right? So you never got in front of her. She actually turned towards you, which was great. Let's go to this side. So she turned towards you, right? You see it when I show you the video. But what you want to do is after about a few seconds of talking, so let's say like that, right? I'm facing that way, and then I want to face towards you, right? You see it there? Then you want to have this. You want to be toe to toe, because you are kind of from the side, right? Remember, after a few seconds, when she's receptive, when she's interested in talking to you, you want to increase the tension and have a man-to-woman conversation. Can you see this? Like as a guy to a guy, it feels a bit gay. Gay! Right? But as a guy to a girl, it will feel right? Especially when she's interested in you. So anyway, that was that. And then the next thing you want to do is go into assumptions, right? You don't want to ask questions. That's the worst thing to do. So we can actually, what do you reckon we'll go that way?
Yeah, that
because that's
right.
where all the girls are, right? So the worst thing you want to do is to go into question mode. Like, oh, what are you up to right now? Oh, what are you doing today? Right? It's normal, every guy does it, I know that. I used to do it too. But what you want to do is make assumptions. So just turn the question into an assumption, right? So if you're going to say what you do for like a living, or what you do, or what you're doing today, turn that into an assumption. Oh, let me guess, from the way you look, this is actually really good. You point at like her fashion and stuff, you're like, let me guess, from the way you look, I'm guessing you do something creative, or I'm guessing you do something in fashion.
Okay.
Right? So that way, then you're giving value. You're not like taking value. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's what you want to be doing. Excuse me. Hi. You guys have the best style I've seen today.
Say it again.
You have a very good style.
The style?
Style.
The style, okay.
Yeah, you must be in fashion.
Is it the way how to pick up girls? Do you record a video?
Yeah, do you want to give advice?
No, sorry.
Okay. Yes, we are doing how to pick up girls.
She's very shy though.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
So anyway, that's what you got to bring in, that assumption. That's the next step. Right, so we call it a code read. So you make a code read on what she does, which could be like the one I did there, right? Let me guess, you do something creative. Let me guess, you guys in fashion, right?
Yeah.
I think they didn't really understand English that well. And then what's going to happen is they'll give you a topic. So she will say, oh yeah, you know, I work in, I don't know, finance, right? Then you got to talk about finance. Oh, so you're all about the money, you know, that sounds like a boring job. Right? Maybe like tease it a little bit. Do you have any questions on that?
Yeah, for the next approach, I will do more of cold readings.
Okay.
You know, like at first it feels kind of odd, you know, just making all assumptions and statements.
At first,
but yeah, I guess like I'll get used to it over time.
Yeah, 100%. Because when you make assumptions, you're doing the work. It's harder, right? But you're doing the work. Whereas when you're asking questions, you're taking value, right? And it's boring. It's just like she's experienced it a billion times before. Yeah.
Plus, if she has like, low interest levels, like not asking any questions, just answering.
Exactly. So this rule is when they haven't asked you a question yet. So when they ask you a question, that's different.
Yes.
Right, at that point, when they ask you questions, we call that the hook point. It means she's now interested in you. So at that point, you can ask questions after if you want, right? It doesn't mean throughout the whole interaction, you know, like when you get married to her, you're not allowed to ever ask her a question, right?